I'm joined by Gainsborough Trinity Women's manager Liam Mcnulty after today's 3-1 away loss to Lincoln United in pre-season friendly. How do you feel the game went today, Liam?
It was a really good run out. It's easy to say I don't think it was a 3-1 game, especially second half. We've tried a couple of different things today, a few different players in some unusual positions, tried a couple of different systems, and I think the girls have given a really good account of themselves. Lincoln are a quality side. It's one of the reasons we've chosen to play them. Lee's got them really well drilled, and they're a fantastic standard of player. So we, at the end of the day, going into the league, we wanted to test ourselves. And like I say, second half especially was really pleasing. That first 20-25 of the second half, I think we really took the game to United, rightfully equalised. And to be fair, I think we could have gone ahead. Penalty that I'm not going to speak about that. We switched off from a corner, and they've punished us, and then it's just a pass that was a little bit under hit, and we all know Lucy Farrow's strength. She's quick, and she managed to nip in front of the keeper. So it's not like we've been cut to pieces today. We've given a really good account of ourselves. So yeah, look, that's what pre-season's for. Would have been nice to have maybe got a victory or come away with something from the game, but I think we have, from a confidence point of view, shall we say.
Now, see, a few weeks into pre-season now and 2 games against higher opposition. How do you feel like pre-season's going so far?
Yeah, look, when we looked at pre-season, we said to ourselves, we can either go and play some lower level teams that, no disrespect to them, it'll be a case of how many can we score, or we can come and test ourselves against Peterborough United, Lincoln United, and then some good standards tier 5 sides. We've chosen to go with the latter. Chosen to really test ourselves, and we feel like that will put us in a better condition going into the pre-season, into the start of the season at step 5. So yeah, look, obviously the Peterborough result was what it was. It was our first game, and again, quality, and I think we're learning a lot from these games. That it's those fine margins that make the really big difference. The not switching off when the ball goes out of play. The not giving up on a ball. It would have been this game today. It would have been very easy for Lucy to have just stood there and watched the back pass, but she managed to nip in front and tapped into an open net. So they're those really fine margins that we just need to sort of raise ourselves that little bit. And I've got every confidence that this pre-season campaign, it'll be nice to get a few wins, but more importantly, it's about just getting us ready for start of September.
And a few new summer signings through the door now, and obviously a handful of the squad retained from last season. How do you feel the squad's coming along?
Really happy. We've got a huge squad this season. We feel like we need it. There's a few games last year where we probably went with the bare bones. I think we've really strengthened the squad. The girls have really bought in. They've been fantastic when we have brought someone in. They've really helped them acclimatise to the group, and yeah, really happy. Look, if no manager would ever say that they're 1000% happy, there's always areas that you can improve on. Like I say, we're hoping to get another couple of little bits of business done towards the end of this week, maybe start of next. But if this is the group that we go into the season with, I've got every confidence in them. The ones we've retained, really happy with, and the ones we brought in are, they all offer something to the squad. We've not brought anyone in just to sort of twiddle their thumbs and sit on the bench. Everyone we've brought in is capable of playing a role with this team, and I think that's what's going to maybe give us the edge this season.
Cheers for your time today, then.
Thank you.